Hey guys, welcome back to Too Many Hobbies. Today we're doing some Bolt Action version 3. Today solo. As you can see here, I got the cards on the table for the solo version. They're going to command the other army for me. When the dice is drawn, I want to go over the table real quick. The Americans are actually going to be deploying in this quarter of the table. And this corner of the table is the Germans. And we're just controlling the center here, which will be this house and this road, and a little engagement there, guys, wiping each other out. On the board, house is going to be hard cover. Any of the bushes here along the bocage is going to be light or soft cover. Can't see through unless you're up 3 inches near it. Then you can see through to the next set, and also to get light cover. Got a little lake here that's not passable. Field here, it's going to be kind of rough terrain for like infantry. And the other fields, they're open, so it's not going to affect anything. Same thing for this field here. Let's go over the armies real quick. All right, kind of dark over here a little bit. Let me change my angle. We got the German army here. Both these are roughly around 700 and change, just under 800. Got the German Panther, medium mortar, medium machine gun, new platoon commander, and we got 3 rifle sections. These are Grenadiers with a squad of Waffen SS, another Grenadier squad. All 3 of them got LMGs, and they may not be modeled, but they're all rifles. American Sherman. They're all regular. Oh, by the way, in the German army, except for the Waffen SS, they are going to be veteran. Got a American Sherman. Got an artillery piece here. Medium machine gun. Commander of the unit, 3-man team. 3 squads of infantry. Regular U.S. Army with a Ranger squad, which is also going to be veteran. Round 1's underway. We're going to pull that first dice. God forgive me. And the first dice is American. Let's see who's going to come in. And you see here is the 2nd Infantry Squad. And they ran in right up over there. Let's draw another dice, see who's coming in next. Okay, the very next die that was drawn was German. I advanced the Panther up to there, and we're going to draw another dice, see who goes next. Okay, the very next die was another German. Passed their order test there, and they advance onto the board, and they're going to take a fire at the American unit over there. We need a 6. Holy cow, they happen to hit a 6. That's 3 guys underneath. Get 2 more dice here. They are regular. Hits on 4s. 1 hit. They are in the open. And 1 kill. Pretty good start for the Germans there. That's a hit. And 1 guy is taken out right there. Let's draw another. Let's go to the die bag and then see who's going next. Okay, the very next die was drawn. Was the Americans that pulled the card for Infantry Unit 3, and we brought the Rangers in right here, keeping an eye out for that Panther that's sitting right down in there. We want to make sure we don't advance up too much. Nasty machine right there. Let's draw another dice. Another American die was drawn. We'll brought in this infantry unit there, running up on the board with some cover up behind the house, getting kind of congested back here. But that's what came in. Let's see what's next. All right. German die was drawn. Waffen SS is coming in to get some infantry on the table. Americans are a little heavy right now on infantry, so I thought I'd start getting mine in and start getting these guys in position and try to cut them off maybe from getting to that house. Let's draw another die. The American die was drawn. The card for the commander came up. He's placed right there in the back. Good position to command over his sections here. The Germans come in on a run order up around this lake here, trying to get up and maneuver for some good position. They come in on a run order. The very next die was American, and the card drawn was for the tank. It was advanced onto the road right there, keeping out of sight of the Panther sitting over here just waiting. He is just... he might be in sight there, but with the tree there, I want to say he's out of sight. Next die. Very next die was a German, and run him in over here on the other side of the lake. Medium machine gun dice and card were drawn next. Pass their order test, and they're going to set up right there, get kind of cramped on the Americans over here. Better spread out soon. This Panther's really messing things up for him. Next die. Very next die was another German, passed its order test, and we ran the machine gun up to here in the field. Well, the very next die drawn was the commander here for the German advances on the board between his units there. The very next one was the artillery piece for the Americans, and they're going to fire right on this group right here, the Waffen SS squad, to see if they can return a favor. Nope. And they roll a 1, and they miss. Well, that was the end of round 1 and deployment pretty much, guys. Not too much action right now, just both of them lobbing some mortars and artillery pieces at each other. The Americans got a little bit of a black eye there with a lucky hit on the roll of 6, and that squad losing 1. Now I'm thinking about I got to put a pin marker on that unit. But let's advance into round 2 here. Shuffle up the cards for the Americans, and we'll get into round 2. Alright guys, the very next die drawn out of the bag for round 2, and the card pulled was the tank. I advanced the Sherman up the road here. He's going to take 12 shots at that infantry squad. Oh, actually, you know what? He can't do that, can he? Let's get down here. I believe that infantry squad is down behind that tank. So he's going to shoot at that other infantry squad right down over there. And he's going to take 1 shot towards that tank there. Let me roll this up and I'll tell you the results. Well, I took 12 shots at the infantry squad down the road there. I decided to go down with them. Ended up with 3 hits, but then enough to pin the unit, but 3 misses on the kills, guys. And then he fired a shot over here at the Panther and missed. Rolled a 2 and skunked the shot. Let's pull another dice from the bag and see who goes next. Okay, another American dice was drawn. And the order card was an infantry unit 1. That would be this squad within a run order. As you see, they run up to here. They all made it in. It was more than enough to get in. I'm just leaving that guy out there with a lack of, due to not enough room. German die was pulled, and I just advanced these guys up to this hedgerow, up and out of the way of that artillery piece trying to fire for effect on me. Next die. Okay, another infantry unit card for the... Actually, another American dice was drawn. On the card was the infantry unit, and on it they had an order for firing if there was enemy in sight, but if not, the second part of that order was to advance instead, and that's exactly what that unit did after passing a morale test, because they had 1 pin marker on them. They passed it, getting out of the way of that mortar, and that's where they advanced to, almost up to the back of this house here. Real quick, I just want to show you this card. This is what I'm talking about. I've been drawing that pile. It said Infantry 1. It tells me what unit when the die is drawn. And it says fire. If there's no enemy units in range or line of sight, you can perform an advance order instead of a fire order. And that's exactly what I did. Like I said, these cards are pretty cool, guys. Work well. Alright, let me draw another die now out of the bag. Just pulled the commander, or American dice, pulled the commander's card, and the order on the card was to run. Moved from back here right up to there. Okay, I just pulled the German die out, decided to activate my Panther there, and I'm just going to fire. I think my first set of shots from the Hull machine gun are going to go into that window there with the American squad in the house. 6 shots, hit on 4s, and sorry about that. Let's see, all hit, but 3 of them. So 3 of them hit. The regular kills on 4s. And we killed 2. Okay, the second part of that now is this Panther's going to shoot at that Sherman. Didn't move. It's a hit on a 4. Or actually a 3 because it's half the distance. But anyway, it's a miss. Americans got lucky there. Took a little bit of a bloody lip on that squad there in the building. But the Sherman's definitely got lucky. It's going to come down maybe to the next round in the first dice drawn, guys. Okay, back there in the wood line. Next die drawn was American, and the card came up as artillery for firing. They whiffed it, but they took a shot down here and just missed. They're recalculating and changing some knobs on the gun, see if they get a little bit closer next time. Just drew a German dice, gave it a run order. Ran from here right up to there. Since that mortar just dropped down and they wanted to get the hell out of Dodge. Alright, next die, let's see who it is. Another American die was drawn. Card drawn was the MMG. They came up and the card said to advance. So they moved from about here up to over there. Getting a little crowded in the center, so I put them up on the side there on the advance, because of course they'd probably want to lay some lead down on that German squad pushing up on the right flank there. Alright, next card, or actually next die. Next die was a German die, and I just advanced up the MMG right there, and I'm going to take a few shots right at that infantry squad on the end. They're going to throw some lead into the wall, see what happens. So let's see what we get. That's 6 shots. Come over here. Sorry about the winging around. Hits on 5s. It's 2 hits. Kills on 4s. Wow. That's 2 kills, but they're in hard cover. So 4s and higher to save. And they fail both. So that squad takes another 2 hits there in the building with another morale marker. So, and that's more than half the squad, so they got to take morale tests. 7 or less, guys, 7 or less. Could be the first squad running. Let's see what we get. And they definitely fail, so the American squad's going to hijack out of town with the rest of what they got and get the hell out of town. I'll be right back. Let's see what the next dice is. Alright, after that infantry squad just took a pummeling in that building and failed the morale tests and abandoned the battlefield there, I drew another American dice, and the card was infantry 3. I took care of all that unit, the dice and the card, and got it out of everything. But we got the Rangers here that were in the wood line right here. I just advanced them up over here, not too close to the back of the Sherman, but getting some good cover here, maybe swinging around on the left flank here, make something happen. Alright, let's go on to the next dice, which I believe the only thing left are the German dice, so let me get to it. Alright, the last 2 dice were the Germans, and the first thing I decided to do was move the commander up from behind the lake here, up closer to his units on a run order. The last order is going to be my mortar here, and I think I'm going to drop one right on that red squad and see what happens. Try to anyway. And a 1. Nothing happens. So, Americans took another one onto the jaw there this round. And got a little bit of a bruising. They lost a squad so far. So far, the Germans are doing pretty good. Advancing forward with a little bit more action. Like I said, the Americans took another one on the jaw. and had a squad run. Let's go on to round 3 and see where we get. Okay guys, first dice drawn for the, came out of the bag, should I say, was Americans. And it was a commander with an advance order. So he's going to go, so, you know, I'm going to keep him out behind this building. I'm going to put him up on the rubble pile here. And I'm stopping him there, because it wouldn't make sense right now with all those forces up there to get him all locked up and in there like that. So that's what we're going to do there. Let's pull another dice, see who's next. Alright, the very next dice drawn was a German. Not too good for the Americans there. I'm going to take a shot at the Sherman down the road there. I need a 3. Out of the dice tray. And I skunked it. Americans got lucky again. Let's see who's next. Alright. I just advanced this squad from here up and over the hedgerow there. They got that American squad right there in the open. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take a shot at that squad because I got the LMG there. But I'm going to take, that's 8 shots. The red are the LMG. The yellow are the short range. I moved. 4s is 5. Short range is back to 4s for hits. And we have 4 hits. They're in the open. Kills on 4s. And that would be 2 dead. So let me get that taken care of and draw another dice. Quick little update. Just realized they lost half their squad with 2. They have a pin marker on them. They're regular, so that's 9. Would needed an 8, and they rolled a 10. So another squad for the Americans ran off, guys. Not looking good at this point. All right, the next die drawn was for the Americans, and they happened to pull the card for the Sherman, the tank, and a fire ordered. They're going to fire the 2 machine guns, the hull and the pinto mounted there. Not modeled, but it's there. 12 shots at that infantry squad and 1 main round towards the tank. So let's do the infantry first. They got 12 dice here. I'm trying to grab one hand. Didn't move. 4s become 3s. Wow. They got 7 hits. Kills on 4s. Should have went down. I rolled, but see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 hits. 5 hits. Cover save for 5 hits out of 7. Light is saves on 5s. I saved 1. But that's 4 hits. That's more than half the squad, so I got to take a morale test. And 9 is an 8, and they failed miserably. They rolled a 9. So with that there, the Americans just evened up a little bit of the score. Let me clean this up. We'll take the shot at the tank. All right, now that shot at that Panther there, short range, didn't move. Whoa, 4 goes to 3s. They roll a 6. It's definitely a hit. Pen is 6. And it bounced. Darn. 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 That was close, but no cigar. Let's draw another dice. Alright, nice. Next dice drawn was an American. Pulled a card for the medium machine gun sitting there, as you see. You got some Germans right up there in sight. 6 shots. Didn't move. 4s becomes 3s. Oh, terrible. Oh, no, that's not bad. 4 hits. Kills on 4s. That's bad. 1 kill. Germans get a save. And they rolled a 6, so they just take a pin marker. Let's draw another die. Well, the next dice drawn again was another American. Fire for an artillery piece, and they're going to lob one at that unit that the MMG just shot at. We're going to need a 6. They roll a 6. And I'm going to say it's 4 on that one without pulling out the template. They're pretty close over there. Kills on 4s. Nope, 5s are the Waffen SS. That's 3 kills. Or 3 hits out of the 4. Kills on 5s. 1's dead. Save on a 5. They save it again, but take another pin marker. Let's draw another die. Well, a German die was drawn. They had a pin marker on them. They were right here. The unit ran right up to there. They rolled success, got rid of their pin marker, and they performed a run. Next die. Alright, the next die was drawn was the mortar. I drew that dice, lobbed the round. It missed. Very next dice again was a German. It was a commander. I snap two'd him and the LMG, or the medium machine gun, up and over this hedgerow there. Now they're going to open fire on that other machine gun there with 6 shots, hitting on 5s. And it looks like we got 2 hits. Kills on 4s. And 1 is dead. And I believe there's 1 more dice in the bag. We're going to go get it, and that's the Americans. Well, we pulled another die, and it was the American die there, which is only left is the infantry, the ranger section here. They pulled the run card, so we ran them, getting them out of dodge, see if they can cause some trouble. Up and over here is not looking too good in the center. Let's go into round 4 and see what we get, guys. Alright. Whoa, I don't know what's going on with the camera there. But the first die drawn was the Americans. And the infantry, the ranger unit was drawn for an advance. I advanced them from shortly over here up to there to get in the corner. And they're going to try to get some shots down there on the German medium machine gun. They got to start making something happen. That last round was kind of tough on the Americans, and they're running out of troops and fighting power. So let's see what they do. Alright, they get 8 shots. They moved. 4 goes to 5. And everything's in range. Let's see what we get. Let's see. It hits on 5s. They get 4 hits. Kills on 4s. And they get 2 kills. No soft cover there. So 2 on that team. They got to take morale tests. With a pin. Comes an 8. They roll. They roll exactly an 8. So that team stays. But their rate of fire is cut in half. Let's draw another dice. Alright, another American die was drawn. Artillery. Fire, baby, fire. So they've already fired once at that squad. They're going to go again. Let's see what we get. They need a 5. And they roll a 1. Let's go to the dice bag. Alright, just drew another die. Decided to use my Panther. Already rolled and fired at the Sherman. And I've come to the conclusion that these tanks can't hit nothing for shit. So another miss. Another lucky event for the Americans, who are not doing too good this round and really taking a bloody, a good hit on the nose and bleeding pretty good. Let's go to the dice bag, see what's next. Alright, I drew a commander, or American dice, drew the commander's card with an advance. I moved them off the pile off to the side to get some shots on the squad. So 4s becomes 5s. and they get nothing. They skunked. That was their chance. The Americans have blown their last 2 chances to try to turn this around. Didn't even hit them. All right, back to the dice bag. All right, I just drew a German die, and I brought that unit that was behind the hedgerow there up and over into the road here in front of the building to fire onto the Ranger squad. They got 8 shots. I just measured. It is under 12. It's right at 12, so it's half distance for everything. So 4s becomes 5s because of the move, then half distance back to 4s. Not looking too good for the Rangers. Let's see what happens here. And what do we get here? 4 hits. Kills on 4 or kills on 5s. That's 1 kill. See if they can do a save. With the light cover, save on 5. And they saved it. So just a pin marker. Got a little lucky there. I believe all the, actually, nope, that's not true. Still got the Sherman die in there. Let's go to the back, see who comes out next. Alright. Another German die was pulled. Put my mortars on fire. They shot at the medium machine gun before over there, so they need to hit a 5. Let's see what we get. And they get a 6. So they got a hit. 1 guy. Kills on 4s. And it's a 3. But that's another pin marker for the medium machine gun. Okay, another German die was drawn. Advanced my commander up so he's close to all these squads that are beat up, especially on this side, the medium machine gun, and the other, the Waffen SS. Give him some support morale test, and let's draw another bag. Draw another bag. Let's draw another dice. It's easier. All right, I pulled in another American die, and it was by the cards, the medium machine gun. Took an orders test, failed, so they went down. Well, I'm pretty pissed at myself. I wasn't paying attention. I got so excited the tank was drawn. Fire ordered. Didn't move. Hits on 3. I rolled a 3. Got a pen value of 5. That's a heavy tank, which is 10. I rolled a 6, which gave me 11. I rolled on the damage and it blew it up, guys. Just wasn't paying attention. Kind of pissed off at myself about that one. That would have been some good footage, but that's what happened. Anyway, so 1 more die less in the Germans there. That might have kind of turned things around maybe a little bit for the American squad here. They really needed that. Let me draw this last die, and then we'll go from there. Alright, guys. Last die in the bag are both Germans. I just rolled a morale test. Commanders there just helped them just barely pass it, so the pin marker comes off. But they're down to 1 guy, so instead of 6 shots, there's only 3. So we're going to roll. They're going to shoot at that. It didn't move, so 4s becomes 3s because of the short range. And that is 3 hits. And let's see if they kill him. Kill on 4s. Definitely kill him. Another squad going for the Americans. Alright, last die is the Waffen SS squad here. They passed their morale test. So a pin marker comes off. Close range 3. Firing at the commander unit right there. From right there. Let's see what we get. That's 3s as hits. They are in the open. So that's 4 hits. So kills on 4s. And that's 1 kill. And they get a pin marker. Alright, let's go into round 5. Alright, German drew a die. I decided with the commander I'm going to snap to 2 other units. With the commander himself, I'm just going to put him down. I'm going to activate this infantry squad there to fire at the Rangers. We decided before that they didn't move, so it's 4s but close range to 3s. And then here we go. Everything hit but 1. Kills on 5s. 3 kills. That's another pin marker. 3 kills. You get the Ranger saves on 4s. They saved 2 of them. So 1 Ranger down. 1 pin marker. 1 Ranger down. So let's take that guy out of there. And then with the machine gun, what's firing at half rate there. So only 3 shots. Going to fire at the commander on the other side. So hits on 3s, close range 2s. Everything hits. Kills on 4s. And 2 of them die. The commander's got to take a morale test. That's a pin marker. And that's a 7 he passes. So let's go to the dice bag. Alright. We're just going to fire. Happened to be the tank was just drawn. We're going to take 12 shots into that squad there. This is 8 shots. Hits on everything but 1s. So that's 6. That's 7 hits. 7 hits, and I got 4 more rolls. 7 hits, and 4 more is 11. 2, 4, 6, 8. They're all in the open. Kills on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many hit? That's 2, 4, 6. I believe we got 4 more rolls. Yeah, and they wipe out the whole squad. So just like that, tank turned around, just wiped out that German squad. Let's see what's next. Alright, I just drew another die out of the bag. Happened to be Americans, drew another card. It was infantry 1, which is the Rangers. They just took a morale test. They needed an 8. They passed with a 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 7 shots. 7 shots hitting, shooting at the machine gun squad there. Hits on 4s. That's 2 hits. 2 hits and kills on 4s. And that's another dead. That is another German squad just wiped out. And just like that, the battle seems to be turning a little bit. Well, I think I'm actually going to call it right there, guys. Reasons being, both sides have really taken a batter. I know I got a whole nother round yet. But really, in reality, and sticking to the historical part of it, both sides probably would have backed off by now. If more so, if I had to lean it towards someone, I'd probably lean it towards the Americans because of the tank. But really, I'm just going to call this a draw. They both really took some serious hits and serious battering here. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And I'm going to call this one a draw, guys.